Well, two internationally recognized photographers have come together for a special exhibition that makes your everyday surroundings look and feel like they're from another world. Our Yim Yoonhee joins us today for this story. Good afternoon, Yoonhee.
Good afternoon. So, photographers Bae Bien-u and UK photographer Michael Kenna, they're both considered very famous in the photography world around the world. But now they've opened an exhibition that puts the two artists side by side. Take a look.
Bae Bien-u first gained international recognition when he sold one of his photographs to Elton John. Since then, Bae, who specializes in capturing the beautiful pine trees and landscapes of Korea, has maintained his fame, continuing to attract some of the world's most famous people to his exhibitions. Bae, nicknamed Mr. Pine Tree, has now joined forces with one of the most influential photographers of the modern age, Michael Kenna. Their works share striking similarities, and now you can see them displayed side by side at Gallery Kong in central Seoul.
The foundation of my work is landscapes, and Michael Kenna works in traditional black and white. The photos are absolutely beautiful.
In fact, both photographers work in black and white, and both have mastered the fine art of photography, making use of all the elements. To the naked eye, the landscape may seem common, but through the special lenses of these photographers, the images become almost surreal.
It takes regular practice, a lot of hard work to get there. But yes, these are all common landscapes, and beauty, absolute beauty is in the commonplace.
The two artists may have similarities, but they also have their own unique artistic sensibilities, their own way of portraying the beauty of this world.
Like you just said, they seem to have a similar artworks, art pieces, and pictures taken, but at the same time, they have different kind of look into the world and how they view the world in with their cameras.
Right. So an interesting thing with photographer Kenna's works, so he actually worked the majority of his career in France, but he did make a trip in the 80s to Asia, where he said he was very impressed with this idea of Zen and simplicity, and you can see a lot of that influence in his future work. So definitely Asian influence.
Right, and if I remember correctly, Mr. Kenna did work in Korea too, and one of his photos caused quite a controversy here.
Right. So he actually took a picture of, it's called Seolsam, a little island in the Gangwon-do province, and a few years later, Korean Air actually had a commercial, and it featured another photograph that looked almost identical to his photo, and so there was some lawsuit there because they said it's an infringement on his creative rights, but at the same time, you know, there was just back and forth controversy about that, but it also caused the Seolsam area to become quite popular.
Right.
But at the very end, they decided it was not an infringement on his creative rights, but there were definitely unsettled feelings in the art community about their rights as creative artists.
Okay, so it's a good exhibition if you like, particularly you like photography and you're interested in.
Exactly.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Yoonhee, for bringing this story to us today.
You're very welcome.